Hey, what's up? This is David Benjamin from HealthyWildandFree.com. Today I want to talk about your shoes, footwear, being grounded, preventing injury from choosing faulty footwear, and really just giving your body more enhanced mobility and athletic performance and strength, functional, usable, natural strength throughout your entire legs, your leg muscles, your foot muscles, your ankles, all that kind of stuff, your knees, even your back. I've found that people that may have, back pain or knee pain, or pain in their legs or back or even their neck, as crazy as it sounds, could just be wearing the wrong shoes. So this was an experience learned by me through trial and error. So I used to read meters door to door, and I wore a pair of Nike shoes with insoles that I had in them. And I just want to say that most of the big brands that sell shoes, such as Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Puma, all these different brands, most of them create absolute crap when it comes to creating functional footwear that supports the strength and anatomy of your body, of your feet, of your ankles, of your knees, your legs, your back, even your neck. If you experience any pain in your body from your neck down through your back or your knees, it simply could be because of the footwear you are wearing. And that's not crazy because that has happened to me personally. So when I used to work to read meters, I would wear these Nike shoes with these insoles, and I'd walk every single day on them. And what would happen over time is my knees would be in pain. So my knees just started hurting, and I didn't know why. And I didn't know it's because the Nike shoes that I wore were elevated in the back, and the insoles were elevated in the middle. So it was actually pushing my leg, instead of being flat and balanced like this, it pushed it forward and to the right. So it was like that. And my knees suffered. I was in so much pain. I actually quit that job one day. I just went to the office and I said I quit because every step I took was literally in pain. I did some magnetic therapy and some different things to help heal and recover, improving circulation. But with that being said, it's really important to understand natural movement, functional movement. And a lot of these athletes and people that I see on Instagram, for example, they really don't know what they're using or doing with their footwear. I see them wearing Nikes, and everyone wears Nikes, and I'm like, Jesus, this is not 2001, it's 2017. A lot of companies have innovated footwear to create functional strength and natural anatomical movement of the body, of the feet, of the ankles, and that's really important, A, for injury prevention, B, for pain prevention. Like myself, I dealt with pain, so pain and injury prevention, but also just more strength and functional mobility within your legs and your entire body, including your back and neck. Because when your feet are aligned and they're positioned properly, your body's anatomical structure works that way as well. So I used to work in a shoe store, and I learned a lot about different footwear, and they didn't teach us that, unfortunately. And this is a really big shoe company, and it was the headquarters and everything. And wow, a lot of birds coming this way. So check this out. Check out these birds real quick. Look at that. Beautiful. Side note, cliff note of nature. So anyways, I found a company recently, not too long ago, actually probably a month ago, and I've always been into this kind of stuff, functional, natural movement. Ideally, barefoot is best, but unfortunately 99.99999% of people live in a world where you can't go barefoot every day, or it's just, you live in the city, or you don't want to go barefoot all the time, you want some protection for your feet. So I found this company called Zero Shoes, and I'm actually wearing them right now, and I wanted to share them with you because it's really important for your next shoe purchase to get a pair of these shoes, or just any company that does something similar. There's only a few companies out there to do this, but this company has been my favorite so far as the design, as far as the functional movement, as far as how it feels on my foot. So they're minimalist shoes, they're lightweight, they keep your feet flat. So as opposed to Nikes and other brands where they lift the back of the foot, these keep your feet flat. And the reason that's important is because your feet need to be flat on the ground, just like you're walking, here, if you're walking on this, right, barefoot. Sure, there's going to be little iterations with rocks and things and stumps or whatever, but mainly your foot is going to be flat on the earth. So whether you're walking on grass, gravel, the beach, whatever, your foot's going to be flat. So it doesn't matter if you have an arch or not. Your feet are going to be flat on the earth. So with that being said, you need shoes that are flat. These shoes do that. And then also the front of these shoes have the wide toe function. So the company's called Zero. It's Xero, Zero Shoes. And as you can see right here, these are the shoes that I'm wearing. So these are their blue ones. They're just like walking, hiking shoes. You can run in them. They're really comfortable, and as you can see, they're completely flat right here on the bottom. But you'll notice something different about the front too. See the front of the shoe right here? This right here is actually wider. It's wider than most shoes. So Nike and all these other big brands, what they do is they crunch the toes right here in order to make the design look quote unquote cooler. These shoes are wider in the front, and you really can't tell a huge difference, but they are wider. I mean, I'm sure you could tell a little bit. They're a little bit wider right there. And what that does is it gives your toes more room to spread out, utilize their strength and their you know, the little muscles in your toes, and really the nervous system and circulation and all that. It really helps all of it, because when it's open, it's like doing yoga for your feet, and that allows your feet and your toes to strengthen and your entire foot to strengthen. So that flatness is going to keep, it's that flat, you know, design down here is beneficial for like your knees, for example, keeping the mobility and the alignment on the straight up from your ankles, foot, ankles, all the way up to your knees, even through your back. Because if there's misalignment there, what that does is it'll throw your knees off a little bit. It'll be a little, you know, whatever, and you're putting all this weight and gravity on that, and then that ultimately causes misalignment in your back. So a lot of people, you know, that maybe go to chiropractors to do those types of things would just simply benefit from a pair of Zero shoes. So these are their Prio shoes. The walking shoe, they have these in men's and women's. They're really comfortable, really functional. They're lightweight, and they feel really good on my feet. Really, 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 really comfortable. I also got their, I just brought these to show you, their Z-Trail sandals. Look at how thin those are. The design is absolutely flawless. These are the best sandals I've ever worn in my entire life. As far as not only design but functional, how it feels functionally. So they're extremely lightweight. This little dip in the back here provides a little support for your heel, but they're very lightweight, very minimal, and very comfortable. I wore these for the first time the other night. I went for a walk. I got them in the mail that night. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go take these for a walk. And I walked in them and I actually started running, and I don't run. I started running because I was like, man, these feel so good. I just want to run to see how it feels. And it felt absolutely incredible. So these are their Z-Trail sandals. They're really lightweight, really effective, and I can't get over how awesome these are. I've told a few friends about them already to get their Z-Trail sandals. So all this to say, what's important to understand about this brand is their design. The sole of the shoe is flat, the front is wide in both of their shoes, so you have room for your toes. And that's really important, because in third world countries and in other places around the world where people live in poverty and don't have shoes, what happens is their toes develop naturally further apart. In the United States here and in other first world countries, our toes are crunched together in the shoes by the time, you know, we're 3, 4, 5 years old, because our shoes train our feet to become compressed and our toes to go in, which is actually not that healthy. So it's good to wear shoes that give your toes that room, but also wear flat shoes. And if you want improved athletic performance, what that ultimately does is it gives your feet and your ankles and your legs the dependence on the muscles to develop naturally as if you were training barefoot. That's really, really, really important and valuable, because if you wear Nikes, what it's doing is it's elevating your heel, and then you're less dependent on part of your muscular system within your ankles and your legs, and you actually are weaker. You're weakening your body. You're weakening your mobility. You're weakening your flexibility. You're weakening your strength. You're weakening all these things. So I just want to share this video because a lot of people are disconnected from the natural world, and it starts with all these little things, whether it's, you know, the food that you eat, the water that you drink, or the shoes that you wear. And I've suffered from a lot of knee pain in my own life simply because I wore the wrong shoes and wrong insoles, and I don't have any knee pain at all anymore. These are the shoes I wear. I only wear, you know, flat shoes and the open toe shoes as well. So this is all I wear now, literally all I wear. So with that being said, thank you so much for your time. I hope this video helps you. I'll link their website up below for these are the Prio shoes, and those are the Z-Trail shoes. I'm going to go hit the trails and enjoy walking in these and move my body and get my calves and my thighs and my legs moving and circulating and keep building that functional strength out here in this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful warm, sunny day in Michigan. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, or if you want to add your thoughts or comments, please like, favorite, comment, and share below, and I will see you in the next video. Have an awesome rest of the day. Bye.